All right, stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you all for coming. We have any new additions? No one has them, so I can see. Okay. Mayoral appointments.
Just need a motion to appoint Nick.
I'll make a motion to appoint Nick Sorensen to the zoning board of appeals. I think it's supposed to be right, of appeals.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Or
Yeah, zoning board of appeals.
of appeals to replace Samantha Boyette.
That's second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Carried. All right. I don't see anybody here for public to be heard. Any discussion? Somebody talking to us?
No, it's you. It's all the updates.
All right, so let's have a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular board meeting held on August 5th, 2025.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, reports, parks.
Nothing new to add. We just got through the Italian Fest weekend, and then we have jet skis weekend races coming up this weekend.
This
When-
weekend?
Yes.
When do they pull in?
Usually like Thursday. Usually start coming in and parking because they race, starting on Friday.
You're keeping them all down the east end?
Yeah, they're all going to be camping down in the east end, and race course is kind of shifted east a little bit, kind of central and east.
Nice. I think everything went okay for the Tam Fest, right?
Yeah, no major complaints.
About streets?
I love that.
Is that buildings and grounds too?
Yeah.
Electric's not here, joint wastewater.
Code members.
Terry,
Nothing that.
everything's good?
Everything's peachy.
Man, a boy. How
These are all
about
the
Dennis,
same word.
codes?
Yeah, we still got 4 homes in the process of being built in different stages. 124 East 4th Street's coming along. That was Tristan Warden's project. They just finished the exterior deck.
I see that.
That looks really good.
That's
It's
good.
really solid. We had 11 permits issued. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. 9 permits issued this month. 3 were for roofing, 3 for electrical, 2 decks, and 1 accessory structure. We didn't have a zoning board meeting. Now we have a planning board meeting this month. Doing several inspections. Cloud permit is, the permitting side is ready, and we can put that on our webpage if we want. Good. The code enforcement side of it, there's still a couple of documents that we could submit to them to get, to put on their website format or whatever. It's not really a big deal, it's just, I want to be able to talk with someone from the board or with the board about what zoning things we want to put in there, put in our enforcement policy, like sidewalks, grass, and things like that. I just want to make sure we cover all those bases of what you guys want to have enforced through the zoning law. house issue. Up after that, I'm gonna go right into the 12th Street issue we have. There's some issues on 7th Street and 7th Street that I want to address. And then we'll go right into the vacant building on 14th Street as well. Other than that,
So Dennis, going back to the thing with the tents and stuff,
with the what?
with the tents, like,
Yeah.
when they, for the next, for that, like we had, how are we gonna notify people?
I drafted a letter
Okay.
that I sent, I don't know if you've all, well, sent it to Pete, Lori, and Fred.
Okay.
I didn't get it to you guys. I don't
That's
know if I
okay.
didn't think of that.
Was it the one you sent before NASCAR?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
You
Yep.
said it? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
Okay, that was meant to be a preemptive letter to give to them in regards to next year.
Mm,
Okay, it wasn't meant to go out there and shut down the program.
mm.
Okay? Tents, per the fire code, are required to have permits, especially over a certain size. And there's certain inspections that have to happen, as well as like looking at the fire retardant that the tents are made out of and stuff. It's to protect the people that are in them, people that are coming and using them. When you group them together like they do down here, they get to be very dangerous.
Mhm.
Okay, and there are there are more requirements when that happens, right? So that letter was just to let them know that we're gonna be doing this next year. This is something that I had to do up at the track as well for every event that they had up there. I had to go up and look at all their tents, make sure that they were all staked down and had the proper stuff in them. It's required by the fire code. So that's,
Wait, so we're gonna probably do what, send out letters to business people or owners of
to
the
the
property?
landowners.
And then have something on the website, is that how we'll do it?
Well, and the other issue along, it's not just the tents, it's about the vendors and peddlers. That's
Yeah.
a law that we've been working on.
But I'm just thinking that maybe we need to have a section on the website that,
The local law will be on the website.
Yeah,
oh,
And then you can
right,
put
but how
every
many people
section
that
that takes
do,
them.
how many
people
people
don't
that?
look at that.
Yeah,
That's
people
the
don't look at the
problem.
local laws. So I'm wondering if we should just have a separate, like, menu item.
There is a separate menu item on the
For
website right
vendors,
now for
specifically
vendors, and it has the
vendors.
form, the
Okay.
application, and the local law. But
Okay.
it's gotta be.
Yeah.
So we're,
Special events or something?
I think it just says
Special
vendors,
events. Oh.
Vendors.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
yeah, or vendor or something.
so we're leaving it up to the landowners to tell the
From the
peddlers
website.
on what they need to do?
That's gonna be up to us, or
Well,
you
that's
as the
why I'm
board,
wondering
as to
if-
who we're addressing and how we're addressing it. That's you guys' decision.
Right, and that's why I'm thinking that we need to have something on the website that people
Once
can.
the local law is revised and completed and done, it'll be put out, it'll be public hearing and everything else, then we can put it on
Public
here.
hearing on it.
We got a lot still to iron out with it.
What would it be under though, if we, when we finally do it, would it be community or no?
Let me state this, because there's two different ways the tent's gonna be used, right? One is under the vendor's law, right? The other one is, if I wanna have a wedding and I wanna get a 700 square foot tent, that requires a permit. Okay, so there should be a separate permit just for the tents of that size, because I could, if you had a big family reunion and you wanted to throw it, I mean, even the one down at Coop Park was supposed to be permitted
Okay,
because of the size of it,
right.
right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
and all that does is we make sure that the fire retardant material that the tent is required to have is used right, or has been certified, and that the tent is tied down, they're supposed to have fire extinguishers in them, and things like that. So, and if they have the drop sides on them, that throws them into another category too, so then you have to have exit signs, and there's no smoking. And then if you want cooking equipment, you have to have that in a separate tent so far away from another tent.
So,
There's
That's
a
what I'm
lot
thinking,
to
there
it.
should be a whole.
yeah, so he's got a lot of great points and
Yeah.
very up in tune with what's supposed to happen for us as a village. we're gonna create another section, probably like a subsection to section 7. I think it'd probably fit into vendor requirements, and we have a 10 piece in it now in the red line, but we've been asked by Lori to, hey, we gotta have something more a little
Yeah,
enhanced.
like a.
Once we finish that, like Fred was
Then we'll
saying,
do it down there.
then I think we're gonna do a final review of Dennis's letter. But potentially it could go out to every business owner or village resident or somehow in the tax, and not in their water bill or something, I don't know how to do it. But that way everybody knows or is alerted, hey,
Yeah, that was my,
this is updated.
right, this is my concern is that it's very clear where they can find that information.
But that's open to discussion, so I don't think there's
That's
any.
down the road.
So,
Yeah.
just.
But very quickly, because we just have to,
You gotta tweak just a couple of things.
yeah, well, we gotta put in a new section. And just,
Yeah.
just
that
let
was
you
just
know,
noticed
These
yesterday
things-
morning.
like this tent is required by the fire code to have these kind of permits, right? It's required, it's not, and as the code official, having to enforce the uniform code and fire prevention, it's my job to make sure that that happens, right? Along with all the other issues in the fire code. And those things need to be addressed, and we need to talk about them to make sure that it's happening. Even things like fireworks permitting, that is something that is in the fire code and is required to issue permits for those things, and with all the inspections. There's also another issue that I sent out a letter to, I think, Fred, Pete, and Lori about an update that happened back in back in 2020, May of 2020, they updated the 1203, which is what governs the uniform code and energy code minimum standards for enforcement and administration and enforcement. Okay, and in that requirements of that, we should have updated our local law to reflect the new 1203, and that's part of 19 NICA, which is New York codes, rules and regulations. So that update should have happened, and I don't know if anybody here was even aware of that until I brought it to their attention. I had to do this also for the town of Dix and the town of Reading. And so what it states is that municipalities are supposed to update their local law to reflect the new changes in NICA 19 NICA Part 1203. We haven't done that, and the last time we had an update was in 2006. So that would be local law of 2006.
6 or 16?
6.
So that, what we discussed with you and what we said was the same thing with the fireworks and all that stuff. Those are local laws. You need to pull the local laws and no, what we already discussed was, you're saying it's in all that language that you're talking about is already in the local law. There is a code enforcement local law on how it's laid out. What we told you was, since you're the code official, you should pull that local law, then take the information that you're talking about, start to do the edits. Once you get that all together, then present it to be able to go to the board to look at and whatnot, and then they'll send it to the attorney.
That
And
was
then,
never discussed.
yeah, it was brought up in a couple of.
All right, Dennis, if you want to help with it, we can, if it's all right with you, let's pull together
It's
this,
a lot. Should put a committee.
vendor law on it, and then let's delve into that.
Okay.
And we'll produce a red line and figure out what needs to be updated.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's out.
But
there
we
somewhere
have
on
to
the
get this
website.
vendor law done
Yeah.
first, and then let's tackle that. Is that
I'm
fair to
just trying to
everybody?
make you aware of what the state's telling you.
Right.
Need
I
that
understand
I-
it's a lot. I mean, yeah.
Well, this vendor law, we have to buckle it down within a week. We're days, so we just need to finalize that one paragraph.
We're
Then
close.
I think it's,
Now, well, there,
Gonna go.
once you get to that point, and I appreciate the hard work you guys are doing on that, is that gonna be something that's gonna be implemented for Vintage Cup? Or do you think?
well, I think, Fred, correct us if we're wrong, I think it's gotta go and Laura's gotta do a final
We're gonna do
review of
public
it, then I
hearing,
think it's
yeah.
gotta go to our attorney, just to
And
make
then I
sure
have to
that.
have
So it won't,
Here,
it won't be by then.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's-
you won't make it.
I don't know if we'll, yeah.
That's
I
okay.
probably won't be able to do anything with it until the
We don't
spring.
even have a meeting.
Yeah,
Well,
next year.
I would hope we'd get it done sooner than that, just,
Yeah.
so.
We don't have to worry about too much during the winter, but I think that's it. Yeah,
Well, we should be able to have it
okay.
done by the
It won't be
first.
done by the last event for this year. And then,
I mean, it should be.
We're gonna do this paragraph.
We're very close,
for
all right.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We're gonna, that's the only thing left, and then
Tweak it,
it's
maybe.
review, it's an attorney review to make sure we have the King's
Public
English
hearing and then, yeah.
correctly in it, and, you know, it's how we portrayed stuff, but he's gonna
Right.
clean it up for us.
Yeah.
And then
That sounds good.
I would think we'd have a vendor law in place within, we're voting on it in 30 to 60 days.
yes, that's right.
It's that close.
I think so.
Okay.
And then we figure out, it's a great point, how, or your question, like how we get that out. I think that's something we figure out, we don't have an answer
Afterwards,
today.
yeah.
But yeah, I think everybody should be notified, like,
How
hey,
you- how
vendor
you
laws have
notify
changed,
everybody
here's the
involved?
update.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
And then let's tackle that, so,
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we should maybe get a committee for that or something, like you said.
It's a lot, there's a lot to do.
with updating the energy.
No, the code enforcement of local law.
There is a model law, and I have a web address that will send you to a model local law on it, and then you just have to adopt, whatever, make the changes that you guys would want in that local law.
So I looked at the model law and it reflects ours almost identical. So we must have used it at one time at some point. So you just need to update the changes to it and then add any other additional information in it that's
It
necessary.
should be pretty simple. It didn't take too long for Reading and the town to do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds
We
good.
should, sounds like we should jump on it. Let's just, if we have to do it simultaneously, so be it, and anybody else.
Yeah.
But we gotta get this vendor law.
Yes.
Back to your, which, we were good up until a day and a half ago, which, those are great recommendations. We should have 10 specific 10 sections.
So do you recommend increasing the size of the tent thing? Didn't we discuss that once? That we thought that was too small?
Yeah, let us pull something together. Yeah, great point, but,
So the fire code sets the standard.
yeah.
And
You're-
I
you're
can't
thinking-
change that, okay? That's set from the Department of State, with building codes and standards.
It's okay.
You're talking about
I don't mean to
fees.
interrupt you, but I think you're thinking of,
Fees.
remember we called that too, like, Village Christmas, you get those, portable, no, you're thinking of
The trailers?
the trailers.
The trailers.
Well, could only be 10 foot in length.
Well, that's what it was.
Nobody has a 10-foot length trailer anymore.
The food
They're-
vendors.
The food vendors. That,
Okay.
What do they
is that what
normally
you're
have,
thinking?
Stephen?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
What do they normally have?
Yeah, so those are issues that you guys would,
We extended that, Dennis, if you remember,
did.
it's in like subsection
Yeah.
6 or something.
there is parts of the fire code that address food vendors as well.
He was talking about the size.
Right.
Yeah. We changed that, because nobody.
So what we talked about, and if you guys get a chance, what we're asking is for you to go back through the vendor laws, over the last red line that Steve sent out, and go through every single section and determine if there's a fire code that's relevant to that. So that you're not just doing fire codes for tents, but fire code for street, the food vendors and whatnot, things like that, because that should be in there as well. So that way, we're not constantly bringing it back up after the fact.
Go with it
Yeah.
6 months later, doing it again.
We can do that.
So let's hammer that out. And then we
All
can
set, Dennis?
take care of the letters.
Thanks. Water.
Working on replacing mirrors.
Nice.
Someday that'll be done.
How long does that take? Would you get in 100 something?
150. I got 102 more.
What's the average time?
2 minutes to put one in.
Takes longer to probably get in people's basements than it does.
It does. And to get over the trash mounds and everything else.
Is that the white box?
It's, yeah, the white gray box on the side.
So it's right on top.
Yeah, go. Fred made sure I had mine.
I did.
Anything else, Mike? You all set? How about PD?
Another big arrest up at 225 Lakeview for that arson here a couple weeks ago, last week ago, something like that. And then, just a patrol car grant.
Sure.
Yeah, that is nice. The grants are nice.
So,
Is that it?
Were you, Jumper, were you talking about did you tell them all about the TOPS incident Sunday? Did anyone fill them in on that one? Because that was pretty.
Oh, yeah, mental health subject. Foot pursuit by two of our officers, our part-timers. Subject was then apprehended in the middle of South Franklin Street after being tased. Good job by Gonzalez and Zacco for doing what needed to be done.
Oh, they were both part-timers?
Just the two youngest guys on the
Yeah.
the two youngest kids, so the newest guys, yeah.
He was transported to CMC to get the help that he needed.
Yeah.
Some charges for him, so they didn't. Other than that, not well done for those people.
Yeah, very nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you're our department trained trainer, correct, for tasers?
One of them, yes.
Yep.
Yep. Myself, Officer Lloyd, and Officer Gusto are all taser 10 instructors now.
Motion to pass that.
Hey, Terry, the alum, the polymer, and some of the other chemicals, do you have like a contract, like a yearly contract with those vendors, or
No.
how does that work?
We use through jar testing and everything else, it comes down to local working. MX58 is what handles the phosphorus. Polymer has been jar tested, we use, I forget what it is, 80%, whatever it is, in summer, and then there's a different one that we switch to in the winter. The sludge gets cool, and it's all based on the company coming in, doing the jar testing, and testing like 30 different polymers to find out which one will work with the sludge we have.
So is there multiple companies, or do you use one company
They
for them?
have to be
Slack
NSF
is one.
approved.
Sorry.
Slack supplies our polymer. Now, there is a company that you could possibly use. They're more expensive. You use more polymer. The other issue you have, you are responsible for getting rid of all the empty drums. We don't have to deal with that with Slack. They take all the empty drums and dispose of them for us. So that saves us a disposal fee there.
Okay. Thanks, what were you saying, Mike?
We can only use companies that are NSF approved, but we can't go through some random person that says this.
Yeah, I was just wondering, because I see that we get hit with those on our vouchers every month, which you have to have, as
The
the
other
same
thing-
company, I didn't know if we had contracts, or,
The other thing you have to go through, I don't know about water, but wastewater, you have to go through the DEC, if you're gonna try a different chemical, get approvals, just to test them. Then you have to do all different kinds of paperwork, if they accept the chemical that you're gonna use in the plant.
Yeah, it took us 10 months to get approved for the one down below, just get approved.
thanks.
You all set? Let's see, everybody, what are we doing? All in favor?
Motion, you got-
I'll make a
I'll make a
motion to
motion.
accept the reports from the departments, village departments.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. All right, voting items. Is there a motion to approve the sewer credit?
I'll make a motion to approve a sewer credit request by Lockensville Yacht Club in the amount of $431.50 for their July and August bill.
I'll second it.
Discussions?
Yeah, I think, did we hold this one to see if Meg could go down? and
Yeah,
look at
so
it?
she went down and did it and confirmed that it ran underneath
The
the.
line is right underneath the deck, so it just goes right to the water.
Did you see where it was brand new piping they replaced or something?
They replaced them all the time, crack and break, and they're open to weather.
They sent pictures, but they didn't come out good, but then Meg went down and looked at it and then sent a message back saying that she looked at it and it clearly went in the water, not going anywhere, and then go to the sewer.
So,
They don't shut the water off in the
Yeah.
winter?
So these are
That's what she's saying,
exposed.
they're having a problem all the time, but they don't fix, like, they don't learn from it, but I don't know.
I think this time they didn't catch it, they said because the water was so high at one point, and then when it finally came down, they were able to see that it was leaking.
Oh, so you're saying in the winter, if they do have a break, they usually catch it before they turn the water on?
Yeah.
And this year, because of the high water level, okay.
so this is legitimate request.
Any further? You guys all set? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, I need a motion to approve the spirit pump for Montour Falls.
I'll make a motion to approve the spare pump from Montour Falls that was held from the payables on 8/5 in the amount of $15,032.79 from Shire Martin Process Equipment as a single source item.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, somebody make a motion to approve the purchase of a 2026 Durango.
I make a motion to approve the purchase of a 2026 Durango Pursuit from Joe Cicconi's Chrysler Complex in the amount of $41,490. This purchase is covered by the Byrne SCIP Crisis Intervention Programming Grant to the Division of Criminal Justice Services, awarded to the Village Police Department on June 5th, 2025, in the amount of
Whoa, that is not right. That's not.
I was hoping it was
It's
right.
44 some thousand, but, I don't know where that came from because that's not, I don't know.
what it is supposed to be.
What's
I would just put 40, it's like 44.5. I would just say roughly 44.5.
Okay, make a motion to approve the purchase of a 2026 Durango Pursuit from Joe Cicconi's Chrysler Complex in the amount of $44,500.
Yeah, it's in here though. I don't know, really don't know.
I'll second it.
$44,839.60.
Yeah.
Covered by the borough.
This purchase is covered by the Byrne SCIP Crisis Intervention Programming Grant through the Division of Criminal Justice Services, awarded to the Village Police Department on June 5th, 2025, in the amount of $213,319.58.
I'll second it.
No,
No.
That's not right.
it's 44,839.60, but that's okay, you don't have to keep reading it. That was the error that I put that number. The correct number
So
is
it's
44,839.60.
For what? The 41,490 and the 213 are not?
The 41,490 is correct, that is the amount for the lowest bid. The 44,839.60 is the actual grant amount,
Not
which is
two.
on the big one.
Wait a minute, what's the grant amount again?
The award amount is 44,839.60.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
That should be in
Not
place of the
213.
213.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
I'm probably, okay. I just probably.
That's
The lowest bid is 41,490.
Correct.
That's it. Now you're talking. Any further discussion?
Who seconded that, by the way? Steve?
I think I
And then
did.
Steve
I
motion.
believe I did. I
Mark.
seconded.
Nice job.
All in favor?
Yeah, great job.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Nice job.
Right now I found it.
Yeah, I have no idea where that number came from.
All right, I need a motion for surplus one first, zero turn. Actually, two of them.
Make a motion to surplus one 2017 Ferris 2100Z zero-turn 60-inch deck from the cemetery, and one 2016 Ferris 3100Z zero-turn 60-inch deck from building and grounds.
I'll second it.
Discussion?
Those are the zero terms that you guys,
Oh,
we just approved. Cemetery got a new one, buildings and ground got a new one, these are the old ones. So you surplus them, then they send them to auction.
Okay.
You have enough backups, Scott?
Yes.
Anything else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, I need a motion to approve the general audit.
I'll make a motion to approve the general audit dated August 18th, 2025 for the total amount of $633,911.76.
Any discussion?
Yeah, what was, Stace, I don't know if this was you, Bruder Construction for almost $1,000 for roof and door repair?
That was,
What happened?
during one of the storms and age and just a lot of wind, that roof on our pressure reducing station ripped off the top layers. We had to have that repaired.
Oh, good.
And then while they were there, our door frame was rotted, so they just threw it on when they were there.
Okay.
Any further?
What's that?
Any further?
Yep. Stace, what do we sell ice at down at the park?
$3.
Cool. Sure. Also, Stacy, there was a huge refund of $5,500 to it.
Yeah, we had a maybe like tour group that had booked with us earlier in the year. They canceled well within the month time frame that's allotted.
Okay.
But we did keep quite a bit of money that they didn't get refunded.
Cool.
All set?
Never mind.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Opposed? Carried. All right, board concerns.
So that was just put on by me. Brad Bates is a seasonal, he just does the events, he's one of the part-time officers, just comes in. It's just a courtesy to let you guys know that he had to resign. He actually had a letter that just said, thanks for everything, it's always been wonderful, work for the village. It's just, he's got a lot of other things, he just can't commit anymore, so don't be surprised, if somewhere down the line, Ethan might look to hire another events-only officer, but that's all that is.
So how are we doing on the,
Jumper.
he's gone. So how are we doing on the, part-time parking guy?
It's not, I think it's just the one position that I gave it to Ethan, but we haven't talked about it since. So I don't know where we're at the moment. I'll have to talk to him about it.
The only thing holding us back is just the employee.
No, we're still lagging on the, we had a problem with the device. One of the devices was bad. The lawyer used it twice and then it fried right out. So they just sent a new one. We tested that one just yesterday. You love this because you look at it. So yesterday, all the test tickets we did not read into the system. So we think it's a syncing issue.
What's syncing?
Meaning they didn't sync it correctly when they went out and did it because it was brand new.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to talk to the lawyer. It's hard because sometimes we're on different schedules.
Does the other unit work?
The other one's working great, so that one's fine so far. But we just want to make sure that, so I have to send the banking information next. We have to take the tickets and we pay them. The problem is that we scan so many, 2 or 3 were working and then the other one we were getting errors on and we're trying to make a $5 to $10 payment, on a few cards, which we then reimburse, we refund ourselves. But that's it. We're hoping, the plan was, and can still take place, we have a meeting on Friday, we're looking to go live on Monday. So if everything goes as planned, we can. If not, it might be one more week, but we've had some.
We got signs for the park and everything?
No, that's, still coming. So we sent everything that she needed. She got it. She said the signs are in production and all that stuff. The only other thing was the financial system side of it, which we finally got yesterday. Everything went through and was approved, so that's done.
Is that the signs with like a QR code on them?
Yeah.
Is the
No, it's-
county making those
It's
for
not a
us?
QR code, it's, they're making it for us, the signs, but it's you text
number.
it. So you text
Yeah.
whatever to this number and that sends you a link, you click on
I
it.
just didn't know if the county was doing that for us.
No,
Us.
they do our first supply of it, T2 does, and then anything we want after that, we have to make ourselves. So if we want additional signs, then we have to make them ourselves, but they'll give us everything for it. So,
Stace, how many
So
signs,
we're stuck in the throwaway one.
Stace, how many signs you gonna put up down at like food park?
I don't remember.
I got to look and see.
But
Yeah.
It was quite a few. We ordered, it was for the boat launch too, so I don't recall.
So we'll inundate it with those signs, so people can't say, well, I didn't
It's
see a
enough, but
sign.
not too many where you're also taking away from the
Yeah.
park
Where
itself.
you're looking
Where
through.
you're looking bad, because you have signs everywhere. I mean, until we get them up, hopefully we decided on enough, it's kind of hard to say until they're actually up and in place, but.
Right. Well, as soon as you pull in, I think that's what most should be.
Right.
So you see it. Bang.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that.
I am too, but just,
It's cool.
I'm getting discouraged.
Well,
No, I think,
do it right instead of getting into it and not having
Well,
it done.
I know. We wanted to get it started in April.
Yeah, I know.
I guess as long as we get it done, it's all right.
The- It's the stolen bike.
All right,
That's-
moving on.
that's me. Are you ever moving on to that one?
Yeah.
So that's, Ethan went downstairs and went through the inventory because it's getting so much that we have half a basement full.
Of bicycles?
Yes, there's probably,
There's 26.
Yeah, it's a lot of
26
down
bikes
there.
down there.
Holy cow.
So we need to get rid of them. So the question is that how? The easy solution is that we can just send them off to auction. And they can auction them off, we get whatever we have. Or if you guys want to come up with a community idea of what, some of them are in rough shape, there's a couple down there, downright gorgeous. They're for different ages, there's full-on adults down to, younger kids.
How about, can you ride them at the park?
No, because I think there was something with insurance with that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I bet that'd be
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Gee,
Maybe if.
Riding a bicycle?
Maybe a giveaway type kind of thing.
They'd be going through the middle of the road.
Kids would
I thought Lori had a good idea, like 6 months ago, we talked about this or something, but another idea is, Trevor Holland and Jason Wester, I think, do a bike program for school kids.
Oh.
And they just have old surplus bikes, but it might be something to look into to work in partnership with school.
keep it.
I don't know if they still do it,
But
but
you'd send them an auction, what are you gonna get, $5 a bike?
Yeah, you can get nothing. Some of those bikes, there's a couple of them down there that are really not.
Well, I'm just saying though, it'd be better to give them something like that.
Yeah.
where they're teaching
Oh,
kids
yeah,
how to
I'm all for
ride
like giving
different
them
bikes.
a way to,
Right.
some program in need, yeah.
But I think Trevor Holland drove that. He's still a school teacher in the football coach, so
Somebody should look into it.
I can give him a buzz. I mean, that's just an idea, but I can't remember, Lori had another idea about it, but I can't remember what it was.
That was, I know we talked about it, but I can't remember either.
So,
It's just got to the point where like we just need to get rid of that.
we should just get it out.
Yeah, the school kids, yeah, what the heck.
So whatever you decide, if we're not, then we won't have him surplus them, if you want to hold off and decide
Yeah,
what
let's-
to do.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
much
yeah,
rather
so that's-
try
you wanna
and
make that
donate.
We just don't make sure, I don't want Scott to take them and surplus them, or not, we don't have to surplus them because we don't own.
Yeah,
We
Yeah,
don't,
but let's just figure it out in the
Yeah,
next
let's-
month, 30
We
days
don't
or
want-
less. That way it can get cleaned out, because it is, you walk down there, it's just tons of bikes. So,
These are just bikes that were just left behind, or just.
maybe we can do something with Seneca Santa too. Let's give us some, to the next meeting to talk about it or something?
yeah, okay, that's perfect.
too.
Seneca Santa?
Ridiculous.
Oh, the Spirit of Skylar? Yeah, any one of those things.
Yeah, but then how do you determine who you give it to, who you don't?
Let them worry about it.
What?
Give them the bikes, and let them decide.
Let them.
The bikes are gone.
Any other board concerns?
No, I think they're gone. We discussed it, those tents. That was driving me crazy.
What?
Them down here, they have NASCAR tents.
And then I heard they
Oh.
left garbage down there too.
Well, I don't know if they came back and picked it up or not. Did they come back and pick all their garbage up?
I didn't look for that.
I took a picture of it. I talked to Henry. He's a nice kid. He said he told them they were gonna come back and pick it all up.
The bags and the boxes.
All the empty boxes. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, those were gone. What was left was 2 coolers, and I think those were gone. I went by yesterday, so.
Other than that, we're good?
I'm good.
Okay, so we didn't have any,
Just got a motion to move into executive.
okay, so let's have a motion to move into executive.
I'll make a motion to move into an executive session.
Second.
Okay, and this is for,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. See you
It's for, yeah, you should say for personnel,
for personnel and
Oh,
Scott, we
litigation.
close the
Thanks,
door,
guys.
please.
Guys and
Have a good
gals.
evening.
so we voted on it.
No, we didn't.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Okay, let me
Turn off the